Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jimbo, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing a ceramic maintenance detail on this 2018 GTI. And what I really want to show you is not only the products involved and how a proper yearly maintenance is taken care of for a ceramic coated vehicle, but also the benefits of a ceramic coating. As you can see right now, this car looks thrashed, and I would be completely worried if there was no protection, if there was nothing on this car. But one thing I really want to highlight in this video is how easily a ceramic coated vehicle cleans up, especially if you're doing the yearly maintenance, which I'm going to include all my process for that coming up in this video. So the first thing obviously you're going to want to do is pre-rinse the car. And this is where the ceramic coating can really shine, is how clean your car could get from just a rinse. So check this out, where all this dirt has accumulated on the backside, especially from the exhaust on these back cars. But look at with just a rinse, what it does. So we haven't even soaped that up and it's already looking much, much cleaner. For the second step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting the tires degreased. So I'm going to take my tire cleaner and just let that start soaking on the wheel. As you can see, it's already starting to brown and it's releasing the dirt and grime from that. Then I'm going to take my iron remover for the rims and start letting this stuff dwell. And I like to do this pre-foam for the reason that it gets extra dwell time. So iron remover on the rims, getting deep back into the barrel, and then the tire cleaner on the tire. If the tires are real bad, which these ones aren't honestly that bad, and the tire cleaner is working really well, you can incorporate a brush. But again, these ones aren't that bad. Now the fun part. So as everything's kind of dwelling, I got the soap dwelling, I got the cleaners dwelling on the tires, it's a good time to just run in here and hit the wheel barrels, get the barrels nice and clean, and kind of spend some time on the rims while the soap is on the paintwork, kind of dwelling and loosening everything up before we go to the contact wash. That's what I'm doing now, just using a couple different wheel woolies to really reach into the inner barrels of the rims, getting those clean. The cleaners and iron removers have gotten enough time to dwell and kind of loosen everything up. And then I'm going in there with the woolies to kind of help agitate and make sure everything's nice and clean. Then after that, I'm going to go in with my 0 bucket method and actually start the contact wash for the car. So now for the contact wash, I have my bucket full. I'm going to start top down, and then I'll show you how I actually do the 0 bucket wash method. I'm going to do the whole top and the windows and the windshield. Then I'm gonna come back. So I got these windows done. Now instead of having the 2-bucket method or 2 buckets, what I do is I just have it here. And you can either hit it out like that, as you can see I'm getting foam everywhere, or what you could also do is tuck it underneath there, and then you could rinse out the mint like that before you dunk it back in your bucket, and then keep going. And then we rinse it. So the next important step that you want to do before you lay down the maintenance product, or this, in this case it's Ceramic Pro Sport, before I do Sport, I want to make sure I go over the car and any areas that are rough or feel like there may be some contamination left over in the coating. Hopefully it's still in the coating layer, which for this particular car I know it is, because it was still very hydrophobic. And there's not really too much roughness in like the flatter parts, the hood, the roof, but I'm gonna go just over it lightly with just a medium clay bar and remove any of that roughness to make sure that the maintenance product bonds properly to the top of the coating and there's nothing interfering between the maintenance product and the coating itself. Or actually to catch that. The last step is to actually lay down the layer of protection. So each coating manufacturer will have a recommended aftercare or yearly maintenance product that they want you to use to help boost their coating. And so for this car, it's Ceramic Pro Sport. So the surface is a little wet, little damp, and they want you to spray it directly on the towel and then directly onto the panel and wipe it in. And then you're going to want to take a second towel that's not as saturated, especially as you move through the car and this initial towel becomes more and more saturated. For example, I'll just flip the towel here, but as your towel becomes more saturated, you're going to want to make sure that you have a secondary towel to wipe down any high spots, any streaking that may be happening. And it's also important that you are doing this step with a lot of light. So it's well lit, you can see exactly what you're doing. That way you don't have any surprises when you back the car outside your garage, your shop, whatever, and you see a bunch of streaking. Super, super important part.
You came all this way for a door, watching others break it down. Now I see what you came for, lover. All or nothing aren't the same score. Oh.
Come to take you outside, setting up a reason from the lonely. When it's over, you'll be golden. Over, over.
Right, so there we go. That wraps up the yearly maintenance on this 2018 GTI. Again, we washed it, clayed it, and then we hit it with the Ceramic Pro Sport. This guy is good to go for a whole nother year. Proper maintenance on this car during the year is going to be to wash it thoroughly, obviously, and then I always recommend a drying aid or some sort of spray wax, a seal and shine, some sort of drying aid slash spray wax to go along with it. It'll really just help extend the life of both the coating itself and the maintenance product on top. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget to leave your thoughts, feelings, and emotions in the comments below. Hit the big red subscribe button. And of course, if you want to see more of my day-to-day life behind the scenes of this video, follow me on Instagram. Catch you guys on the next one. See ya.